What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Hunter and this channel is about my 1997 Mazda Miata. Now for you guys that are new and you don't know, I got the car from Virginia and it did not run, and it's just been these past couple months. I've had it over a year now, but I haven't had it running for over a year, but I've owned the car for over a year, and the car is finally back on the road. I got it back on the road around October, and slowly but surely we've been racking up the miles, close to 2,000 miles on the car now throughout the couple months that I've been driving it, and the winter kind of slowed things down, but slowly just driving it, working the kinks out of the car, and trying to make the car as roadworthy as it can be. Now, I haven't made a video in a while. The last video I did make was about the new rims, which look fantastic on the car, if I can't say so myself. And, you know, lots happened since then. So I figured I'd pull out the old GoPro, run you guys through a little bit of what's been going on, and just update you guys. I mean, I want to make more content. I've just been real busy with work and such. But we're going to try to get content out to you guys and try to make it the best it can and try to grow the channel. So with that being said, there has been a lot that's happened. Right after I filmed the last video, Garrett, the camera guy, and we went on a trip down to southern Ohio area with my local Miata club I'm part of, and it was a really fun trip. It was like a mini Tail of the Dragon Deals Gap type deal, but in Ohio they call it the Tail of the Lizard. So I was like, let's go on that, you know, test the car out and get it ready for Miatas at the Gap if we can make it. So Garrett and I went ahead and hopped in the car, met up with the group, and we were on our way down there, and it's probably about an hour and a half drive, maybe like close to 100 miles one way. And so we're on our way down this area. We hit a lot of curvy roads. It was a blast. I mean, that's what these cars are born to do. So we're making a lot of progress, couple stops, let the car cool down, fill up with gas. We're having fun. Well, I almost get down there. We're probably about 20, 30 miles away from where we were supposed to be. And we were going downhill, and I put my clutch pedal in, lost complete tension, clutch pedal gone, I'm stuck in neutral. So I coast down the hill. I have a guy in the club, he's behind me, he pulls in, and luckily it was actually an automotive shop that I broke down right by, so I pulled in and a mechanic was outside. So he came out and looked at it, as sure enough as we thought, it was the clutch master cylinder, and we were pretty much dead in the water because the local Napa couldn't get us one and we couldn't get it back on in time. So I had to get towed back up home, which was a little costly because I don't have AAA, but that's definitely going to be another investment here soon. But that happened, got the car back here. It really sucked. Got the car back here, tore the master cylinder off, and tore the slave cylinder off, and replaced both of those. I didn't have to replace both because they weren't both bad, but when one goes bad, you're better off just replace both. That way problems don't occur again. So got that all replaced, and I also got my new coilovers on. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but I'll show you guys how the old Zippy's sitting here. She's a lot lower. I lowered her a little bit, and these things handle so much better. Now they have adjustable dampening and ride height, so I have them lowered a little bit, and then I have the dampening set on full stiff, so that way it handles as best as it can. Now another thing I did, as I was doing some research and talking to some people in some Facebook groups and such, I did some research and I found that if you do NB top hats on the coilovers, they don't come with the coilovers, or the top hats, they want you to use your OEM top hats with the coilovers. So I was talking to some people and they said NB top hats will give you a lower ride height without you having to do much ride height adjustments on the actual coilover itself, which hence gives you more drop with the coilovers without having to use some of the coilover drop with your OEM top hats. So I went ahead and talked to Alex Todd over at S&S Mazda Parts. That guy's a great guy. I get plenty of parts from him for good deals. He hooked me up 2 days. I had my NB top hats for the car, and I threw them on the coilovers, got the coilovers on the car, and this thing rides amazing. Because before I had a blown strut. For some of you, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I'm pretty sure I have in previous videos. But I did have a blown strut, so that was something that had to be done. So I got all that done for almost 600 bucks basically, which is cheap for coilovers, but this company is a well-known company, and I've had so far good luck. I've probably put a couple hundred miles on them, so that's been great. There is a tad bit of a rub up front, but that's no big deal. It's not going to get the tire or anything. And it's just hitting the fender, the liner in the front, not the actual wheel well itself or the metal. So the tire's gonna be all right. But the car's sitting so much better. It looks a lot better than before. I know in the last video it was sitting real high, especially in the back. And I said that I wanted to lower it, so that's what I did. And we've also got rid of the cherry bomb exhaust and put in a Catback system, Roadster Sport 3 from GoodwinRacing.com. Same place I got the rims. We ordered that system, got it in, and we also installed that, which I'll show you guys that in a minute. And one other thing we did was we did a shifter rebuild kit. Now the shifter in the car, I was driving it after actually I installed my Catback exhaust. I was on my way back home and the car was shifting fine and everything, but the shifter just felt loose and sloppy. So when I got back home, I was looking at it, I'm like, I gotta do something about that. Did some research, and everybody says that the shifter rebuild kit was where it's at. That'll help your problem. So I ordered one from 5xracing.com, and they got it to me here in a couple days, and it was $110, which is not bad at all. And I got the bronze race bushing on there, so that way it's not going to deteriorate. Because what happens is there's a bushing on the end of the shifter, it cracks over time and deteriorates, and that's exactly what happened with my car. I'll throw some pictures in during the edit to show you guys exactly what happened to it and why it was sloppy. So that's what happened, and I got that put in myself, and the car shifts so much better. The shifter it's firm, it's lost a lot of its sloppiness, so that is a big improvement to the car itself, and overall makes the car drive a lot better. So with this all being said, let me get in here and show you guys some of the new stuff, and we'll call it a day. Alrighty, so here we are sitting inside the Mazda Miata, and as you can see here, here's my shifter, and right now that's as much slop as I'm getting in first gear. Now before, it was like getting locked up, like you'd come over and get locked up over in here, when that's not what you want. You do not want that at all. So I knew something was wrong. So this is first gear, really good. If you put the car in neutral, I mean, that's all you got. In second gear, I mean, that is really good. So it was a huge improvement. Big shout out to 5X Racing up here. They have a great product, great rebuild kit, and it's really not that badly priced. Now there's also, for you guys that own a Miata or might know, you gotta take the center console out. And once you take the center console out, there's a rubber insulation boot over that. Well, mine was torn. And again, I'll show pictures to you guys during the edit. But mine was torn all up, which also let all the transmission heat and engine heat from the exhaust all into the car. It made the car a lot hotter. And it just overall, I mean, it was not comfortable to drive because there was heat coming in, noise coming in. So I also opted to get that as part of the kit. It comes with the kit as part of the $110. So I got that too, and that made a huge improvement. There's no more noise, and the car just shifts better, and the heat doesn't come in. I mean, overall, it was a great upgrade, and it just had to happen. So slowly but surely, we're making the Miata better. And with the transmission having 106,000 miles on it, it was well due for a rebuild. And also, there's the company that did the coilovers. Bear with me if I pronounce it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Tane or Teen, however you want to pronounce it. They got a great product, and I couldn't be happier with that. Also, got my Zoom stickers here. I got one there, and I got one on my toolbox out there. Big shout out to my buddy over here. He emailed Mazda, which also big shout out to Mazda USA, and told him about, you know, what I'm doing with the Miata and that I got one. Big fans of Mazda products, and they supported us, and they said, here, we'll send you some stickers. So they sent us some stickers, and I went ahead and put one up here to rep the brand and let everybody know that Miatas are where it's at. So let's move on to this exhaust system, and I'll show you guys this really nice new exhaust system I ordered, and I think that'll be the end of the video. So let's get into this. Alrighty, here we are at the back of the Mazda Miata. As you can see here, already a big upgrade compared to the Cherry Bomb with this really nice stainless steel exhaust tip. I don't know if you can see it in there. It says Roadster Sport on it, and it's all stainless steel. There's the muffler itself, and it runs all the way down the car and connects to the catalytic converter. Now this system, it came with the whole exhaust, you know, the connector pipe and the exhaust, or the muffler, and it also came with it came with a new clamp down there to clamp the two pieces together. Those clamps make it super easy, really easy install, straightforward. It also came with a new gasket going into the catalytic converter. So overall, it was a $450 kit, and it was worth every single penny of it. It's nice and sturdy in here. It's not going to go anywhere. It's bolted up, and it sounds so much better than the Cherry Bomb. It's got such like a deep, more throaty sound to it. It sounds more like muscle car. So with that being said, I think we should go ahead and start this thing up, let it warm up, and show you guys what it sounds like, because it sounds great. And eventually we'll end up taking this car to the tunnel with the new exhaust, as the tradition on this channel, and we'll see how it performs in the tunnel. I'm pretty excited to do that. So let's get into this sound clip. So as you guys can tell, it has a very nice deep tone to it at idle. Let's see if we can get a nice little rev audio from here. So overall, it makes the car sound a hell of a lot better, and I couldn't be happier with it. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, tell your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Make this thing grow, and let's get some people watching this and see what we can do. I really would like to get a couple more cars, honestly. I mean, that's down the road, of course. I still got college and everything. But, you know, down the road, I'd like to make this channel expand and be able to bring content to you guys that you'd enjoy and like. So leave a comment, tell me what you guys would like to see, and we'll try to make it happen. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.